The Art of Compassion. This is chapter 3. I'm happy to be here with you again. Usually when I prepare these courses, I make it through one recording per day or every 2 days. So it helps me get through this process myself when I do it day after day. I am processing the same material that I'm giving to you. This was just a way I'm trying to deliver to you the experience that I'm going through. And I didn't think before I said this, and I can stop and make the recording again without adding this, but I think that intuitively it's important for this particular course that we pay attention to other people's story, people that we may take for granted. You know, you just hit the play and you listen to me, and I'm talking about compassion. Is it important for you to know something about me, about my life, currently, this moment, about my story? You may be interested and you may not, and it's okay to be either way. But for me to share with you some of my experience is like inviting you to my world, inviting you to feel your compassion even when you're looking at me, although I'm not in pain now, I'm not suffering. I believe that compassion is not just about the way we appreciate or emotionally respond to other people's suffering. I believe that compassion is far beyond this, and I will elaborate later. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the third chapter of part 1 that asks the question, why is compassion an art? Why the art of compassion? And chapter 3 gives us important information about this question. It says that ascending beyond life, it is the real meaning of living, of fulfilling being human being. We all know that we have inside something that is beyond us, and of course beyond other creatures whom we may love, respect and honor. But still there is something that kind of was added to our mind, to our intelligence, our ability to change, to create, to challenge the things that we face. Sometimes it's in the negative way, but still. Us being human means that we have the potential of being more just than just being human here and survive and make the living and being okay. Some of the deepest potentials of being human is the ability to ascend beyond what we normally understand as our normal humanity. And this is what compassion means. I mean, we can, it's quite normal and expected that we use some level of judgment towards others. Some people are negative, some people are problematic, some people are annoying. Some people behave the way we cannot tolerate. And we can only justify ourselves if we don't have any compassion towards them, any tolerance towards them, any motivation to look at them as as humans that may possess something positive. There are people in which it's too hard for us, and it's okay. It's something that we can understand about ourselves, especially when we train ourselves for self-compassion. But if we go beyond this level that is expected, that is regarded as normal, most people are this way, we use judgment towards others. We divide ourselves from others through judgment. Many times we feel superior, or better, or in the more enlightened group. Okay? And we see the other people, other kinds of populations, and we have some opinions about them. And it may not be politically correct to say it out loud, but we do have sometimes this need to say that we are different, that we are more progressed, that we understand life better, that we are not as rigid as them, etc. So we judge them. But we have other potential, we have other ability, not because we want to be better people, better citizens, not because it is nice, it is civilized, not because of this, just because we want to improve ourselves and to fulfill the potential, the human potential of being beyond, more than what we understand as being human. Just for this. This is art. Art is to go beyond the normal, beyond the routine, beyond the expected. Compassion gives us this bridge, this opportunity to become more than we are now. The less we manage to locate, to pinpoint the places in which we are too judgmental towards people, and at the same place with the most challenging people, whenever we are able, and it will take time and practice, to transform this judgment to compassion, we ascend. We become better. We become lighter. We become freer. We become more flexible. We become more creative. We become happier. Because we are not trapped with this heavy duty of keeping this judgment in ourselves. Compassion is not about doing a favor for someone. Compassion is not about behavior. It may translate itself eventually, it may manifest as more tolerant behavior, but at first place, compassion is about feeling better with ourselves. It's about ascending towards a better spiritual level inside us. To meet the spiritual self more often, more easily. Just this. So what I'm saying here is that the art of compassion, like any art, is to ascend beyond normality, beyond what most people are capable of doing, and going to a higher place for myself. And as far as I'm concerned, this is a real living. This is the time when you really fulfill the potential of being human, of finding this divine spark inside us that can cultivate, grow, practice compassion even towards the people in which is the hardest thing to do. And I will elaborate later. It's not easy. It's difficult. It's challenging. It is painful. It is easier not to ascend, not to go beyond this. This is the reason why most of us don't really know much about compassion, because compassion is challenging. Compassion is painful until we really master it. And we are capable of mastering it. It's just a matter of practicing. It's a matter of seeing it as an art. Art that helps us go beyond ourselves. And if you ever had fantasies, wishes, dreams to go in places in your mind, in your expression that is beyond who you are now, consider the possibility that one of the vehicles for you is getting better with your compassion, is becoming an artist of compassion. And this is what I want to train you to be here.